Going on to all of my Taurus out there, how y'all doing? So you have the Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, the Moon, Five of Cups, Empress, the Hermit, Three of Wands, the King of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Y'all already know what the Six of Cups is. So the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Moon. Obviously you Taurus are in a situation where a lot of you are focused. Like Leo, a lot of you are very much so focused on your own priorities that you have to do in your own life. And it's this understanding of you have to learn to mind your own business. But the Five of Wands, okay, the Five of Wands and the Moon represents, again, staying away from the nonsense. Staying away from all that gobbledygook, because that's exactly what it is. It's gobbledygook. It's stuff that people, design who are dysfunctional to try to get attention, because attention is definitely one of the newer forms of currency, because a lot of people wasn't so hung up, so to speak, on doing and saying the most goofy things to get attention. And the Moon represents you, Taurus, understand this, because Taurus is the zodiac sign of silence. All right. So a lot of you Taurus understand, because of that, y'all are not necessarily looking for all the attention in the world. You just want some sort of peace and quiet. The Five of Cups, the Five of Cups now represents, this is obviously, right, this got a lot of people spooked. I'm just going to go ahead and say what it is. This got a lot of people spooked. A lot of people are not necessarily used to quiet. Obviously, I'm not talking about that for everybody. A lot of people are still not used to peace and quiet, because a lot of people, like I said before, are so hung up or gung-ho on, trying to get attention, trying to do the most to get whatever kind of attention they can scrape together, right? They can gather together, and they don't care how it is that they have to do it. But then when you go quiet, right? When you go quiet and you focus on yourselves, a lot of people in your lives that once dissed you, that once made it seem like you were less than, they're actually paying attention and they're actually taking notice and paying attention. So then you have the Empress, excuse me. And the Empress is about how a lot of you Taurus, this is a Venusian card. This is a Venus card. This is Libra, which is the zodiac sign where you share the planet with of Venus, okay? But so you I'm not saying that you're absolutely in your element, but you kind of are in your element, because this is ruled by Venus, right? So this is about how a lot of you Taurus are still in your element here. And this is very much so the position that you're in, definitely. This is definitely the position that you're in. A lot of you Taurus are not going to go above and beyond to maintain relationships that are not necessary to be maintained. So in other words, because see, what it is that one of the things that a lot of people don't understand, and this is something that I was thinking about off screen, right, last night, but I'm just saying it up until now because it's appropriate to say so. One of the things that a lot of people don't take into consideration is how far a little respect goes. People don't understand that when it comes to having respect, right? Respect means more than money. But see, this is the stupidity of it. People tend to think that, having money and being able to pay somebody off or whatever the case may be, just to go away or to do their bidding or whatever the case may be, that it's as easy as showing respect. And see, in a world of, social currency, and when I say social currency, I mean like people trying to gather clicks and likes and social media and stuff like this, people are trying to be the next influencer, trying to be huge stars and trying to get TV shows, and they want the fame, but they don't really want the substance and the responsibility that comes with that, the money and all that stuff. They don't really want the responsibility that comes with that, but they want to be able to treat people like trash, and that's not gonna work. We've seen what happened with Tekashi 6ix9ine, who is a Taurus, if I'm not mistaken, right? What happens when you as a Taurus start creating unnecessary commotion? You understand what I'm saying? Tekashi 6ix9ine got jumped, if you don't know, at LA Fitness, allegedly. And this is the situation. You understand? This is the situation. Like, respect goes way further than money does. Money will grease the wheels of respect a lot better, yeah. But a person wants respect first. They told it to you in the movie Phone Booth with I forgot the person's first name, but such Collins. They told it to you in the movie Phone Booth, you know. But a lot of you Taurus understand that factor, right? But then you have the Hermit. The Hermit is about how, but unfortunately, this is the stupidity of some others, right? Because now I got to start saying some, because my crowd is getting bigger and bigger, so I can't say a lot because you know, y'all are over here getting the game, but I can't say everybody, right? Y'all are getting to the level where I am or whatnot, that's what teaching is about, right? It's not about lording over y'all. It's about raising y'all up and having y'all raise me up too. But yeah, so the Hermit represents how but a lot of people don't really understand that factor. They think that they could weasel their way into it by using their logic, like making everything transactional and paying you off and being able to boss you around using their money and all this stuff. But again, from the movie Phone Booth, a lot of that stuff is an act. Yeah, you can make money and all that other type of stuff, or whatever the case may be. But what happens when a person's ego becomes bigger than the value that they bring? Then they're out for the chopping block. They can get left, right? They can get abandoned, right? And then you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands represents, so that's what happened when the person that you were last talking to, right? Six of Cups, okay, got too big for their bridges. You ended up leaving them, and they really started tripping out, because now, like I said before, it's that stench of how could you, Taurus, dare leave them? And then I thought that you, Taurus, was supposed to represent love, and I thought that you, Taurus, was smothering them and all this other type of stuff. And what happened? Why is it that you, Taurus, left? But the Three of Wands, you, Taurus, are not. Listen, you could get to a point where you treat a dog like trash, and a dog will, even though the dog is definitely loyal to the pack, you can get to a point where you treat a dog like trash, the dog will stop looking at you like it's pack. I'm telling you. So everything in existence has its point where, you know, we're friends, we're you know what I'm saying, not even friends, we're family to a point. And it's like you can't, this is what I'm talking about. Like, people, they have this delusion where it's like they and you could tell that they're going too far deep into international waters, so to speak. I'm not trying to get political, but they're getting into international waters in the sense of, like, they're going way out there thinking that, you know, they can do the things that they do. And they don't realize that you do have to rein yourself back in. You do have to reel yourself back in a little bit. You do have to come back to solid land and get grounded over here. But then the Three of Wands represents, yeah, you let them go, and you're not even into the nonsense that they're talking about now. You, Taurus, are thinking about what you've got going on. Forget about them. Then you have the King of Swords. And then the King of Swords over here now talks about how a lot of you Taurus, understand that you couldn't be with them because of the shenanigans that they were pulling. They tried to be the boss. They tried to be the alpha, quote unquote, in every situation. And to be honest with you, this is why it is that I say I let other people have that alpha status, because a lot of people have taken that alpha thing and what it means to be alpha, and they're going above and beyond with it. They're going to the extreme with it. They don't even realize that an alpha, and a wise alpha knows how to listen. A lot of times people take certain things to the extreme because they out here and they don't really have a very good understanding of you. Have to learn to listen just as much as you talk, if not more than you talk. You have to close your mouth more than you want to talk. And see, this is the situation a lot of you Taurus are in. I'm not saying that y'all are loud mouths. What I'm saying is you Taurus are paying attention. You're listening way more than you're talking. So as much as these people acted like they were alphas and they were bringing in so much favor into your life because of the business that they're handling, were they really though? And this is something that a lot of you Taurus were now starting to actually examine. The Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups now represents, but here it is that they're coming back, trying to get back in good with you again. You know, you're going to hear from them again if you haven't heard from them already. And it's like, do you Taurus even want these people back? Is that something that you even want? You know? So if you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called a link tree. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website which it has ways you can financially support me, as well as support me in general. Shout outs to all the people who bought my book. There's an Amazon link to my books. Appreciate y'all, okay? Appreciate everybody who bought it. Remember, don't buy the blue and the black one, okay? Then I pretty much won't get the money from that. Buy the other two, okay? Clip-Arthic Magic for the Brave from the beginning to the end, but with the American American Indian on it, the Moor on it, okay? The person on it. Also, my Instagram page, follow me there. My clothing store, some new designs are coming. By the way, everything went from $50 to $25. So everything pretty much is half price. Everything is pretty much cheaper from here, all right? Different, few colors, but cheaper, you know what I mean? Much more simpler. Like I told y'all, I said that I was going to make things a lot more accessible because I don't want to price gouge y'all. I told y'all this. I don't want to charge y'all. That's not something that I aim to do. It's the website, okay? But everything is $25 now. New designs are coming, okay? Also, too, for private tarot readings, feel free to go to the website where it says private tarot readings and purchase a reading from there. Right now, it has time and everything. Scroll down to the Buy Now button. Buy Now button is clickable. Also, you have my Cashapp cash tag above that, okay? Cash tag signed Kareemspiritworks. And if you still need help, then feel free to contact me at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Thanks. All right, so let's get into it. All right. So let's clarify the Empress. High Priestess, the Moon, the Sun, wow. The Eight of Swords. Okay, so to clarify this, the High Priestess represents, yet again, a lot of these people don't really realize that they made themselves into an enemy by pulling this nonsense in the first place. And that due to their lack of self-control, they were the ones that created this disconnection and this dysfunction or this disconnection between you and them. So before they're playing games, now they want to become serious after they've ruined their reputation by you. And that's the stupidity in the whole thing, Taurus. So now the Moon and the Eight of Swords now represents this being a situation where a lot of you need to understand that what you've got going on is a lot of you, Taurus, are, like I said, the moon. You're getting away from all of the nonsense, because the moon is not just about, you know, a need to handle your emotions, right? And you have the moon here too. Excuse me. The moon is also about ghosting. It's about just kind of going out on your own without telling anybody or formally dumping them. You're just doing that, you know, and having the person, right, figure it out on their own. But then you have the moon, and then you have the Eight of Swords, excuse me, which is these people, your exes, the people that you were trying to get to know, Six of Cups type stuff, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to turn, because they know, again, it's the stench of that, like, stinks like garbage. It's that stench of knowing that they treated you like trash, and they didn't have to, but they went out of their way to do that. Now they're in a situation where they're coming back, Six of Cups, which we are going to clarify. Now what? Now they have to eat their words. But the question is, why would you, Taurus, decide to take these people back? Then you have so to clarify the Six of Cups, we have the Fool, the Hermit, the World, the Star, excuse me. So again, this is the situation. Here they are trying to tell you things that they know that you like to hear, or they would, you know, they're thinking that you will be pleased to know that they've changed. And the World represents, you're like, you're getting everything that you want without their dysfunction. And anyone who has this type of archetype, this type of archetypical mentality and approach to a relationship, you're getting along just fine, probably even better without these goofy individuals around. What do they care for? The Star card, because they were hoping to get back in good with you again. But what do you, Taurus, care? Why should you, Taurus, care? Their dysfunction is none of your problem, nor is it none of your business. You, Taurus, are good without them. You, Taurus, just need to keep moving forward and get to know people who going to treat you with some sort of dignity and respect. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're almost at 7,000 subscribers. I'm trying to make it to 10,000 by the end of June, yo. We're almost there. At least we're almost at 7,000. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.